And there we are. Welcome back, everyone, to some more Skyrim. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. I sure did. I wrestled a bit. I have this thing on my head now. I can talk a bit, about it a bit more as we get going. But for now, I'm just excited to say... Why is it so dark? Huh. Oh, I think it's fine. Alright, whatever. I'm just excited to say welcome back. And I am really excited to play. You know, I'm actually not playing any... I'm not actually playing... Hey son, Soup of the Week! Hey son to you as well! you are adding like all of the Swedish greetings to your vocabulary. But thank you so much for tuning in, Soup of the Week. How are you? And how was your weekend? My voice might sound a bit different. I did some... yelling, I guess. So my voice is a bit strained. I'm not sick or anything. It's just that yeah, it's just a bit different. It should be fine. And also, if you remember, we actually crashed last time. Like the episode ended with the game crashing, and I was like, oh whatever, let's just end it here. Did you get an injury from wrestling? That is a very reasonable question to ask, given this thing right here. The answer is yes. However, it was self-inflicted and it was predetermined. So the match I had, also for those of you who doesn't know, I do wrestle sometimes on my free time, and this weekend I did some wrestling, as I mentioned during the end of last stream, and that particular match was a bloody match, as in both me and my opponent were bleeding. And given how wrestling works, all of this is predetermined, and there are like methods to make you bleed, basically. And I understand that this sounds a bit gruesome, so if you don't like, I can definitely like skip on the details here. But yeah, in short, I did cut myself a little bit. Here again, it was predetermined. It was intended, but the bleeding was real. So that's why I have a band-aid right now on the top here of my eye. But everything is fine. All is good. No need to worry. I didn't realize you bleed intentionally. Can they use fake blood? So there are a few different ways to do this. I don't think fake blood is ever used, though. Someone can please correct me. That's familiar with wrestling. But the method that is used is called blading. So that means that you hide a sharp object, usually like a razor blade, like either like in the ring, or like someone has it in their gear, or like under the ring or something like that. And that is what is used. In regards to like using fake blood, I mean it can probably be used. Oh shit. But I'm not sure about the details. I'm not super experienced and stuff like that. I suspect it could be the case that like it will never look as good as actual blood. So maybe that's why actual blood is used more often. Could be that just applying fake blood is a bit tricky to do, like mid-match, right? So the thing about bleeding in wrestling is that you also need to apply the blood, right? Or rather, you need to find an opportunity to actually do the bleeding process without actually making sure that the audience doesn't cut on that you're doing something to yourself, right? The idea is to make it look like you're taking like a hit from a chair or something, and that is what cut you open. There are a bunch of like different techniques you learn about wrestling, like how it's produced and whatnot, as you wrestle, or just generally interested in wrestling. It's kind of quite interesting. But I understand that this is not for everyone. Also, this guy always runs away like this, but that's fine, because he will die later on, and he will actually like gather up all the enemies to him, so they won't attack us or like ambush us as we travel through. So that's good. So it's a bit dangerous then. Yes, I mean it's not free from danger. I'll definitely, I'll concede on that point. And you played the villain, right? Yes, I did. So did the guy win? This time around, the villain did win. So I actually got the win there. You know, it looked for a second where the good guy was gonna win, but the ref, you see, the ref was knocked out by accident and didn't actually see the good guy win, meaning that the villain, me, got an opportunity to to claim the win nefariously. That's just how I roll.
Don't like the looks.
So there will be a sequel. There might be. As of right now, the next show isn't planned at the moment, so I don't know when it's gonna be, and I don't know like who I'm gonna face and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, some zombies are waking up. Yeah, so these are just normal draugrs. And as you can see, they are chasing, I think they're chasing the guy. What the hell happened there? What? Oh man. Yeah, the regular draugrs are super easy to kill. The wrestler I was facing is called Jake Lupe, if that's how you pronounce his name. He's Finnish, and you can probably see him like on social media and stuff. And well, yeah, I know for a fact that you can find him on social media. He's a great guy, absolutely wonderful opponent to have. But he has some like pictures from the match and stuff, and I do too, I guess. Well, hopefully I'll fight him again in the not too distant future. But you never know, right? The wrestlers are generally not the bookers, but that this varies from promotion to promotion. Soup of the week. Have you watched wrestling before? Are you like interested in the? I want to say sport, but it's not quite a sport, right? In my experience, most people know of wrestling, but seldom is it the case that they have watched it live. But sometimes they're watching like WWE or something. All right, so where is the guy? The guy who runs away, the guy who's like stuck to the web, he usually dies in this very chamber. But I wonder if something happened, perhaps. Okay, this guy is awake over here, and this is a restless one. I am dealing a lot of damage to him as well, so that's good. Yeah, there we go. I don't even need a summon. Mercurio, maybe you will be useless. And if you're useless, that's actually a good thing, because that means that I'm strong. Alright, and we have a classic Skyrim situation here when you're playing with a follower, right? You have a trap, and you, the player, you see the pressure plate, so you just walk around it. But the follower, you never know what your follower is gonna do. So I'm just gonna run past in case Mercury does something stupid. Fortunately for us, he is good, he is smart. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, here he is. Arvel the Swift. Okay, he did manage to get a bit further than I expected, but it's all good. We got him. I have seen a bit of WWE. Netflix seems to be investing in live WWE events. Yes, that's actually a fairly recent development. Where, I think it's Raw that is streamed on Netflix, as in like the brand of WWE. And I thought that was quite an interesting development, because that could mean that a lot more people will get into wrestling, perhaps. Oh, I did not mean to wake him up there. That's my bad. Yeah, okay. And where are you going? Okay. Okay, let's be a bit careful here. Yeah, you're fighting. And here you can see the aura in effect that oh boy, that was another guy. There we go. Yeah, we're quite strong at this point in the game. And yeah, this is what I wanted to avoid. And was it just me, or did Mercurio do a flip there? What? I'll have to watch back the footage. What? Oh man. Alright. And you're noticing that I'm taking I'm definitely taking my time here in the dungeon, right? I'm sneaking forward, I'm looting, and I'm being careful. Cause we are definitely vulnerable to... Oh, did I really miss a sleeping target there? Okay, let's move back a bit. Yeah, sorry, that that's how Tildren died. Let's not do that to you as well there, Mercurio. Okay. And there should be... Like, you can kind of see when the Draugrs are alive. I don't think this guy's alive. No, he's not. Okay, so maybe we got all of them. Yeah, that seems to be the case. I noticed the trend of live sports event generally on multiple streaming platforms. It's an interesting development. Because the main benefit of streaming platforms has been being able to watch whatever you want, when you want. But clearly there's a demand for the excitement that comes from collectively experience something together in real time. Yes! Very much so. Like, I do not watch sports generally. Like, watching football or soccer is very common here in Sweden. But I'm not really into it. But I'm pretty sure, like, the what do you call it? Like, the reason why you would want to, like, be part of that community is not necessarily, like, the sport itself. I mean, sure, you're definitely aware of how good the players are who plays, and, like, it's impressive what they're able to do. But I think what you really like and what you really want to get out of, like, watching sports or whatever is just yeah, enjoying the moment with other people. And when it comes to wrestling, I think that's, like, super important, like, hugely important. Like, the very idea of wrestling, or rather, like, the kind of emotions that wrestling wants to produce is definitely, like, all related to, like, excitement and, like, hype. Or perhaps in certain cases also disappointment, but even the disappointment needs, like, a build-up, right? And the crowd plays into that in a very cool way. They definitely amplify the emotions that are at play, which means that watching wrestling live is so much better, in my opinion, than watching it being recorded. And I know that many people agree with this fact, because when you, like, discuss, like, wrestling events and stuff, it's very often the case that people actually comment on the crowd as well as the wrestlers, which I think is super interesting. This is also why Twitch is so popular, of course. Yes, I'd say so as well. Yeah. Hello, am I late? Ploper, welcome, welcome. You're not late. The stream always wait for Ploper. Thank you so much for tuning in, Ploper. It's been a while. It's been a while. How are you doing? How are you doing? And how was your weekend? Oh man. You know, it's been such a long time there, Ploper. So I'm pretty sure. Like, if I remember correctly, you were a student, right? Like a high schooler, I want to say. So maybe you're actually done with your studies now. I'm not sure. Oh, here's the guy. Easy peasy. The weekend was chill. I just reheated some leftover pizza. You know, reheated pizza is actually really good. It sounds strange, because usually you want, like, a freshly baked pizza, and of course that's probably better. But it's something about eating pizza, like, I don't know, just eating reheated pizza, like, it for me at least, it like puts me in, like, a very calm mood. It's like, I'm eating reheated pizza, this means that this is gonna be a chill day, basically. Oh, you're an apprentice now. Oh, you dropped out of high school. Okay. You're doing some sort of trade, right? Like an electrician or plumbing or like carpentry or something like that. I have a lot of people in my family who does stuff like that. Many like handy, you know, CNC machines. Heard of them? I probably have, but at the moment I'm blanking on what they actually are. CNC machines. Yeah, I'm totally blanking. So please, please illuminate. So both your gaming / streaming and wrestling hobbies are about entertaining and bringing people together. Yes, very much so. Does the same go for your job, or is your work completely different? My work is completely different, Soup of the Week, and very nice detective work there. You're definitely putting the pieces together, right? What I want to do or like to do is definitely being an entertainer of some sort. But yeah, what I do for a living is that I am a credit risk modeler. And if you don't know what that is, it's probably easily the position is very comparable to a data scientist. It's basically the same thing as a data scientist does. And if you don't know what that means that I'm looking at a lot of data and doing stuff with the data, basically. So a lot of looking at numbers in tables, basically. So I think that gaming and streaming and wrestling and all that stuff, that's kind of like an outlet, I guess. Because I don't get that kind of experience from my work, and I definitely am looking for that kind of experience. So yeah, it's definitely really fun to have streaming on the side. Assessing risk of individuals or companies, both. There's actually a lot of risk dimensions that you can assess. But yeah, and again, you're a very keen person there, Soup of the Week. The risk belonging to individuals and the risk belonging to companies is usually extremely different. So you need to like approach it a bit differently. Essentially machines that shapes off bits of metal to give it a shape. Aha! Lots of brute force, and for the machines to be capable of very precise precision. Okay. So you're making like detailed metal things. That's I assume like used in different machines and stuff like that. That sounds nice. I didn't use one of those machines, but I did actually apply for a job at this point several years ago. That did actually work with metals in a similar way that you're describing, Deathless. That job in particular was using like chemicals in order to like dissolve metal into certain shapes. So for instance, if you have like a sheet of metal, you can just like draw a couple of symbols on them or whatever, right? And you just like dip it into these chemicals, and or first you need to coat the things that you want to dissolve, but yeah, you dip it into chemicals and you get like some sort of shape. I did not get that job. But yeah, the process itself was very interesting. Okay, but that's really cool. And I assume we can do like when you describe it here, Ploper, I get the feeling that you usually do use these like metal things for like construct, like to like do construction or to be applied in different types of industries and whatnot. But I assume you can also use it to do like some artsy stuff as well. Okay, we are nearing the end of the dungeon here. This is the first dungeon, of course, so I'm not really. I can mine this ore.
Keep your eyes open for
I'm not sure if it's worth the carry weight. Then I also need to like carry the pickaxe. But yeah, this is like the first dungeon, so it's not expected to be that difficult. But it's really nice to see that we're making good pace, and it's really nice to like actually play as a stealth archer. So I know there's a guy there, and of course I miss. Speaking of playing as a stealth archer, I am not proficient at that. I'm mainly messing around with a CNC mill. Still learning, but that's what I do. Okay. Also, technically, it's possible to do artistry with it, but it'd be very mechanical. I see. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. And was it something that you were like actively looking for, working with CNC machines, or was it like something that just happened to fall in your lap, so to say? There we go. Easy peasy. Yeah, as long as you're not getting close to the enemies, there's basically nothing to worry about. The same cannot be said for I guess like enemies with range attacks. The Draugrs, I mean, they do have range attacks with their shouts, and like the restless ones also use like frost spells, but it's usually like quite a short range anyways. Let's see if we can get something cool out of here. Yes, here we have a chest. I guess it just happened and I started to like it, so I stuck with it. That's good, actually. Like actually being content and happy with what you're doing, you know, as the thing that's gonna like bring you in income, it's actually super good, because you're gonna spend a lot of time doing it, right? So yeah, liking it is very, very beneficial. So is your background finance, or did you study something completely unrelated? I studied, I wouldn't say completely unrelated. I studied physics, theoretical physics to be precise, and theoretical physics does not deal with data as much, right? It's basically just math, like theoretical math, high concept stuff, right? So how I got into this particular track is after I finished my studies, I initially tried to get a PhD position as a physicist. That didn't really work out. So then I started to look at different options, and then I started to learn how to code by attending a coding bootcamp. And the bootcamp was specializing in like data work rather than like say web development or whatever. So yeah, then I just happened to get into this line of work. It's actually quite similar to what Ploper described. Like my plan, as I said, was to be a physicist, but when that didn't work out, I just basically picked the first thing that fell into my lap, and that just happened to be data related work, as in, you know, data scientist, data analyst, like that kind of stuff. And yeah, I took to it, and I felt like I was decent at doing that work as well. So, and it landed me a job, so I mean, something worked out at least. Okay, we are nearing the boss, and the boss is gonna be like one of those Draugrs that's a bit more I was gonna say a bit more involved to kill, but that's not really true. It's just it's just a Draugr with a big health pool. I guess he has shouts, so that's something to watch out for, like the Fusruda shout. I've been too involved in the Half-Life community lately. Aha! So as soon as I heard theoretical physics, I thought of Gordon Freeman. Oh man, I mean that kind of thing. That's the inspiration, right? Watching sci-fi, playing sci-fi games, like that's what gets you into it. Absolutely. Okay, we have one of these things again. I'm pretty sure these like axe traps instantly kill you. So I want to be a bit careful, and I also noticed that we have these traps. So let's just shoot them down. Okay. Mercurio, do you want to die? What's happening here, dude? And if you can get the Draugrs to like run into the trap, that's great for us. I haven't actually played Half-Life, and not come to think of it, like I know of it, of course. And you know, the fact that Half-Life 3 hasn't been released is of course a huge meme, right? But that's like one of the classics that, yeah, I for whatever reason I have not played. Okay, can I? Yeah, I can pull this chain, and here we have more enemies. Okay, now I can walk through here without being skewered. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, Mercurial, you are fine as a follower. Like, whoa. But I wish we had Telrum with us. I'm sorry. You probably should. Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 are incredibly good games, so I've heard. And that's why people want a third game. Yes, yes. Yeah, Half-Life is incredibly beloved by basically everyone who plays them. And hopefully, like, the games hold up to this day too. But here's the thing with Half-Life 3 in particular. Maybe showing its age a little bit. Okay, but considering you're playing Skyrim, that wouldn't matter, right? How true? Yes, very true there, Floper. You know, I think that's happened when I've gotten older, is that I care less and less about, like, playing newer games, I guess. I'm definitely more accepting to, like, well, worse graphics and, like, tedious mechanics. So you're absolutely right there, Ploper. I definitely would not mind playing an older game for sure. But the thing about Half-Life 3 that I think is quite interesting is that will Valve ever be able to, like, to satisfy the Half-Life community in terms of, like, the hype, right? Like, the game is almost mythical at this point. Like, Half-Life 3, it will never happen, etc. So, like, the expectation on Half-Life 3 is just huge. So I completely understand if Valve is, like, cautious when it comes to actually developing that game, because, like, whatever they produce, like, will it be able to live up to the hype? I'm not sure if it will, to be honest. Okay, is this the final room then? Okay, yeah, so this is where you actually use the claw. I don't remember the pattern, but luckily we have the claw. You know, the first time, like way back in 2011, when I did this puzzle for the first time, I had no idea what to do here. Like, I didn't know that the actual order is printed here on the golden claw. So I remember like brute forcing this puzzle, and I was like this is the most stupid puzzle there is. Like, what the hell? And hi Locus, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you? And how was your weekend? Same with Elder Scrolls 6. The longer the wait, the higher the expectation. Yes, very true, very true. Yes. Yeah, but Bethesda has kind of, like, shot themselves in the foot, I would say, when it comes to, like, releasing the teaser trailer for Elder Scrolls 6 so early. Honestly, there were leaks lately. More and more signs pointing towards it. Oh, really? The Half-Life community is on full alert. Interesting. Interesting. Oh man, that, like, when / if they release Half-Life 3, that's gonna be like a huge event in, like, gaming history. Quite interesting to keep a lookout of for. I mean, okay, I was doing this. So bear, moth, and I'm not sure what to call this last thing. Bear, moth, something else. Bear, moth, the other thing.
Do try not to set off any
Here
traps,
we go.
will you?
Alright, we are through. The hype for Half-Life 3 is too big. They're going to skip 3 and go straight to 4. I mean, that would be an interesting solution. Oh man, that would actually be super fun if they did that. Oh man. I mean, they have released Half-Life Alyx, right, on VR. So in a sense, they've kinda done that. Let's eat one of these soups. Okay, so there's gonna be a guy, a Draugr guy coming out here from the what's it called? Coffin? So let's be a bit careful here. And again, like the defeating the Draugr is not like super difficult. Okay, can we get the shout? There we go. 1, 2, 2.1, 2.2, Alex, 4. Yeah, there you go. That's how we're counting this. It makes total sense. I agree. Yeah, let's make sure that we are not the focus of the Overlord. Oh yeah, there we go. The shout. Is there like a lore reason why Draugrs are able to shout? I just thought about that right now. Like, could it be like in ancient times, like all Nords were able to shout? I'm not sure. Okay, so now we have the Dragon Stone. Perfect. Ooh. Well, I'm not gonna use this. Wait, I just saw a magic weapon and I just assumed it was good, but it doesn't even sell for much. Maybe they're dead Dragonborns, the ones who failed. So many. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't actually know how rare Dragonborns were back in the day. Like, maybe like being a Dragonborn wasn't a big deal. But not only Dragonborns knows how to use the shout, right? Because Ulfric, for instance, he's not a Dragonborn. Ooh, here we go. You know, I'm using bound bow a lot, but there could be any certain situations where I'm out of magicka. So having like a normal bow is not a bad idea. Okay. Ah, an amulet as well. No. Well, I'm gonna wear this amulet even though I'm not blocking whatsoever, so it's kind of a waste. Ooh, and these bracers are way warmer than my gauntlets, so let's use those as well. Yeah, seems good. Now that I think about it, there's a song about Valve not counting to 3. Yes, that's also the meme, right? We have Portal 2, but not 3. We have, well, Half-Life, of course, and we have Left 4 Dead 2, but not 3. We have Team Fortress 2, but not 3, etc. They just don't believe in trilogies, man. Okay, so that's the first dungeon done. Which is awesome. This means that the next main story quest, and we will do that quest immediately after this one. Oh, we are now over encumbered, so let's drop something like this. Perfect. And something else. There we go. So yeah, the next quest will be us summoning the first dragon, which of course will make sure that dragons are in the world. Holy shit, he's back to streaming! How goes it, Seb? Spoon your Panther, thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome back. It's been forever. And yes, I'm back. It's going good, it's going good. It's so great to see all the old faces, or names, usernames, I guess. And it's also great to like meet new people, such as Soup of the Week here. It's super good, it's super great. And how are you? It's been forever, man. Apparently the Draugr who are just ancient Nords learned the Thume from the Dragon Priests. Aha, interesting. Wait, so they learned from the Dragon Priests. So was this during the time where like dragons ruled and like everyone was basically serving them, I guess? Also, we are playing on survival mode right now, so this means that we can't just fast travel back to Whiterun. We need to walk. But this gives us an opportunity to maybe change the stone that we're using. It's good, mate. It's been years, I think. Yes. If I remember correctly, it's been 4 years since my last stream. Because I looked at the old VODs, and the last game I streamed back in the day was Valheim. And if I remember correctly, like the YouTube thing said that it was released 4 years ago. So yeah, it's been an age. Like it's been forever. People have changed. I have changed. Okay, so I would like to get to 25 conjuration before we switch off. But also, let's grab Mystic Binding. But after we get to 25 conjuration, I think I've gotten basically all the perks that I want from the conjuration. Like, increasing conjuration skill is never a bad thing, because if I remember correctly, it reduces the cost of casting conjuration spell, which is amazing. I mean, I did manage to change almost entirely as a person. Yeah, there you go, there you go. We did actually speak quite a bit about like changing as like who you are during last stream. So would you say, Proper, that you have like are you happy with your newer self? I guess that's the question. That's insane. I've noticed you moved house as well. Yes. In fact, this is yeah, this seems okay. Yeah, this was from the Dragon Cult era. Got it. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for looking up, by the way. Assuming you didn't just sit on the knowledge. I'm happier. That's great to hear, Plofer. It's always good to hear, like when you might be like unsure about how things are going in life or whatever, but you know, figuring it out is always such a good thing to hear. But yeah, speaking of figuring things out, this is a new apartment. Yes, as you say, Spooner Panther. This is actually the first apartment that I own myself. I've only ever like lived with other people, be it my parents or my partner. So yeah, I bought this myself, and it's really nice to like own the place you're living at, I guess. Okay, so here's the question then. Please help me out here with the dilemma. So the reason why I would want to switch stones is because if I get the archery stone, I will be able to level up archery much faster. As you've noticed, like I'm a stealth archer, right? So increasing my archery skill, I think that's more important than conjuration skill. But I only have 23 conjuration at the moment, and I would really like to get to 25 so that we can summon the Flame Atronach for way cheaper. I'm also a metalhead now. That's also a good thing. Depends. Bow level up fast anyways. That is true. That is true. So the loss of your dog was because your ex got pet custody. Yes. Well, her parents got the dog because she is working overseas. So yeah. That's the reason. True. But if you use conjuration, you can summon a bow and have infinite arrows. Yes, that's exactly Spooner Panther. That's exactly my build. As you can see, in my right hand right now, I have the Summon Flame Atronach spell, and in my left hand, I have the Summon Bow spell. Oh, question for you guys. Does the bound bow that you get from using the bound bow spell, meaning this bow, does the damage of this bow scale with conjuration skill? Because if it does, I definitely want to keep leveling conjuration. I go with the Mage Stone. Spooner Panther, I'm gonna trust you, okay? I'll also go with the Mage Stone. Very nice. A decision needed to be made, and you made it. That's great. Awesome. That's actually, I didn't actually consider that. I just thought that the bow damage would scale with the bow skill. But given that this is a bound bow, then yeah, maybe that's not the case. And also, now that we're here, we can actually do some fishing, so we can, in case we need like a lot of gold later on, we can grab the row already now, and we'll save it for later. The base damage of the bound bow is fixed at 18, increasing to 24 with the Mystic Binding perk. Okay, got it. And we also got that perk. All right, but that then means that wait. No, I don't see any dead fish here. No, that's not one way to fish. I mean, to be honest, if you were able to cast magic in real life, wouldn't you like use it for like stupid stuff like this? But yeah, it's good that you said that, Spooner Panther, because that means that I do want to switch to prioritizing a bow skill at some point, right? When we feel we're done with conjuration. It levels up with both conjuration and archer skills. Aha! Okay. All right. Well, in that case, we have no reason to switch off the mage zone, I guess. I don't see any dead fishes down water, or down the river. I mean, am I missing? I mean, this is how we fished. Wait, let me actually look. I might be blind. No, because this is how we got the fish, like when we started the playthrough. Huh, strange. I'd switch to an actual Daedric bow when you find one, though. For sure. I wonder though if I'm gonna get to that level where Daedric bow starts to spawn in the game, because I know that just like with Oblivion, for instance, the game level ups with you, so you're not able to get like glass or like Daedric weapons at this point in the game, right? It won't spawn at all. What's happening? Why I'm not getting any fish? Very efficient, catch and grill in one swell swoop. Yeah, exactly. Just the fact that I'm not getting any fish that I'm concerned about. Because you remember that I did this like during the last episode, right? Because that was how I was able to make the summoned water breeding potions. Yeah, for some reason these fishes aren't dying. I mean, it's not super important. I don't need these ingredients right now. I'm just confused. Whatever. I'm just wasting time here at the moment. Unless they have been like floating by. No, I have no idea what's happening, man. Wait, did I just see a fish? Whatever. I'm gonna come back later when I actually need money. I don't need money at the moment. Now that I think about it, I have never played. You have never played Skyrim, Ploper? That's interesting. I mean, Skyrim is also like we discussed Half-Life recently, right? So Skyrim is also one of those games that basically everyone has played. I've played it too much. The duality of man. We could actually sleep here in order to... let's just sleep in Whiterun. Yeah, let's just head back. All the way. To the point where I'm bored when I boot the game up. Yep, that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's an unfortunate reality when you did the same thing over and over again. That's actually the reason why I'm playing the game Deathless at the moment. Because it adds a new challenge, and also with survival mode, because it adds a new challenge to the game that I've yet to beat. Oblivion is better. I actually agree. However, I know that my opinion is influenced by the fact that Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, so I have a lot of good memories and nostalgia attached to Oblivion. But that's not to say that Skyrim is bad by any means. Skyrim is a very good game. Who are you?
This one has something sweet for the fellow traveler, if it entices.
Is this a skooma salesman? Yes, it is. Oh, you don't have that much gold on you. Maybe I can like sell you something like really bad. Alright, so we're offloading a few items at the very least.
May you walk on warm.
Didn't you stream Dark Souls before? Yes. But that was a while ago. You know, the first time I ever beat Dark Souls or played Dark Souls was on stream. I have now beaten Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, as well as Bloodborne actually, off stream, unfortunately. I remember watching that. If I remember correctly, Spoonier here, I want to say that you first came to the stream during the Dark Souls playthrough. I'm pretty sure that's how we met. I was playing Cyberpunk recently, so I might just try Skyrim to ride the RPG wave. Okay, so you haven't really played RPGs before. Interesting. I mean, I'm very happy that you are experimenting. Ha! I did. I was one of your guides. There you go. Yeah. Man, it's super fun to play something for the first time on stream, because you have these people who are very knowledgeable about the game, like you, and and are just excited to, like, yeah, guide you. So yeah, that was really fun. Maybe that's something we can do after Skyrim, because I played Skyrim before, right?
What do you need?
I just want to do this challenge, I guess. I did play The Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption. I'm talking more about a wave of craving for RPGs I got lately. I see. I mean, I'm similar in a sense. Like, for me, I usually play a game of a different genre after I've finished a game. So, for instance, if I finish like a single player RPG, I want to play something different, like for the next game I play, just for variety's sake. I'm playing Escape from Tarkov at the moment, and not massive into my single player games at the moment, but that's fine. I mean, your excitement when it comes to games and the types of games, it varies over time. Do what after Skyrim? Play a game like for a first time, like as in like doing a blind playthrough of something. Okay, so now that we have all our points of magicka that we need to do the bound bow spell, we will put every single point into health to just make sure that we survive as much as we can. Okay, so the plan here is to get Apprentice Conjuration, and then we're basically done with the Conjuration 3. But we still want to get perks for archery and sneak, and we can't really at the moment. I guess I could do this, but I don't want to get harder to detect. I don't really care about like the difficulty of me being detected. I definitely only care about this deadly aim, or go with healing. I mean, restoration magic is good, it's great. Or just carry a metric fuck ton of cheese or sweet rolls. That too. I will carry a bunch of potions. The issue I have with restoration magic is that it's usually like takes a while to like get going. You have the first healing spell that you get, where you just put up your hand and you like heal slowly over time. I know that there are healing spells that like heals like chunks of health at a time, but you still need to like charge up the spell, right? Also, it uses up magicka, and magicka I want to use to do conjuration magic. The more you use it, the better spells you get. That is true. That is true. But I kind of feel like you get all that you need healing wise from potions. The sooner you start, the better. I mean, there is wisdom to what you're saying, absolutely. However, in order to actually gain restoration skills when you use it, you need to actually be damaged. And I'm not sure if I want to be playing with fire, so to speak. Okay, I also think we need some more food, so I'm actually gonna go to the inn and see what they have to offer. And I've said this before, when it comes to survival mode, I really like how the game gets more focused on being like a role-playing experience. As in, you know, you need to go to the inn to sleep, you need to buy food. So there's more reasons to just get to an inn. In fact, I don't power level by sitting in a fort and heal. Yeah, that's something you could do for sure. I mean, I personally believe that healing magic is good, but you can get the same effect from potions. So I'm not gonna spend the time to like power level. However, if if restoration magic would be like essential to my to the strat or whatever, then I absolutely would do something like that. Let's see here. Let's buy some cool things. Yeah, that's fine. Random question, but I notice a lot of streamers that get recommended to me are Scandinavian. Is this just my algorithm, or are you guys disproportionately represented on here? Now that's interesting. I don't have an answer myself, but I can speculate. So one thing is that we are in the same time zone, right? So it kind of makes sense that the Scandinavian guys and the guys from the Netherlands, they tend to be active at the same time. But it could also be like that the Twitch algorithm has picked up my Scandinavian accent. and then they're like, okay, soup of the week. They are obviously like Scandinavian streamers. Maybe. Let's see if we can get something that we need. Not really. Yeah, and there was no giant toe, right? No. Alright, let's just sell some stuff. So I only really care about healing potions and mana potions. There you go. I don't need any butter, so let's sell that. I mean, I guess you can use butter with cooking stuff. Don't need these tails, don't need these eggs. I'm gonna keep the rest. Good.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
You know, let's actually sell here to the merchant to our left here before we hand in the quest. So the next quest will be fighting the first dragon. I'm gonna be a coward during that fight, so if you're expecting any heroics, I'm gonna disappoint you, unfortunately. I'm gonna... Oh, which bow is best? I'm gonna keep the dwarven bow, because I don't need to worry about enchantment charges. Maybe I can get rid of like some bad arrows. They do weigh a little bit. Let's keep them for now. Excellent hypothesis. I see your scientific mind at work. Thank you, thank you. I do my best, I do my best. Ooh, that ring actually had an effect. Was that something I would want? Ah, ring of health. Oh, now it costs a fortune to get back. Unless it was this. Ah, whatever. I'll just say that the gold is better for us. I mean, I don't actually know that much about the inner working of Twitch and the algorithms and stuff like that. Are these gauntlets better for me or the bracers? They have the same warmth, so let's use the gauntlets then. Okay, are there anything else? Yeah, fireballs, and I think we are pretty much good to go. Okay, you don't have any gold left. Alright, good enough for me. You know, the dragon will drop its bones and scales, which are great crafting materials. However, they weigh a ton. So clearing out the inventory before doing this quest is probably a good thing. So this next quest is gonna be quite quick and easy to do. The quest after this one will take us to what is it called? The Greybeards. And that's gonna be quite a journey. Cause yeah, you need to get to the top of the world basically. Here's the first. Well, not. So the first time you meet Delphine is technically in Riverwood, right? But this is the first time you like notice that she's part of the main story.
Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You'll have to.
So your information was correct after all, and we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work.
Thank you.
Just send me a copy when you decipher it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby.
I remember.
A dragon.
Yeah, very cool. I remember like seeing thumbnails of videos and stuff like that where everyone is like complaining about Delphine, and like she's being like an idiot and stuff like that. That's kind of amusing. That actually, maybe I shouldn't ask this question, but like in case of spoilers. But there's like a quest that the blades give you at the end of the game to kill a certain being. Many people don't do that quest, and I don't do that quest. If you know which quest I'm talking about.
What did it do?
But have any of you guys done it?
No, my lord.
If you know, again, if you know the quest I'm talking about.
I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there. There's no
Oh, I didn't.
want you to go. Use.
I didn't actually need to listen to the dialogue. Sorry, my bad.
Please, accept this gift from my personal armor. Good. Don't fail me.
Speaking of restoration, here we have this helm. I do prefer the novice hood for the magicka pool increase. This is actually quite a good helmet.
Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack White. No.
I'll see you with the watch.
Whatever. Hopefully I can just run ahead of her and not have to worry about that. Alright, so I'm gonna head to a smith in order to sell this helmet. And I guess we'll just head back down to the watchtower later and wait for Irileth. Assuming she hasn't arrived already. Now, dragons are really tough. And they are kind of scary because they have the like a tendency to move around a lot, so they can actually get to you. But in this first fight in particular, there is a watchtower, as they mentioned, that you can hide inside of. So this should basically be a free kill. The same cannot be said later on, especially in Skuldafen. Now that's where things get tricky when it comes to dragons specifically. Now this could be interesting. Hide armor of minor conjuring. And what do I have? I do also have some robes that affect conjuration spells. I'm just looking through. Okay, there we go. What do I have? I have... Yeah, so my robes are better. At least in terms of magicka stuff. Not in terms of armor.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
Man, now I get what the memes are about. All the NPCs sounds like narrators. True, and also... it's like the same recurring voices for different characters all the time. So you definitely start to notice similarities in regards to how people speak. And I guess this is very true for the guards, because they always comment on what you're wearing and stuff like that. And you hear the thick, super thick Scandinavian accent over and over and over again. Okay, so this is where we're gonna meet them. So I'm just gonna quick save, and let's make sure that we equip the right magic, bound bow and flame atronach. Perfect. I think I just need to like wait for 1 hour. Let's see. Yes. Wait. So the guards are here, but not. Oh, there we go. There we go. And for some reason, these guards do not wear like the normal helmets.
No signs of any dragon right now. It sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out.
Alright, let's do this.
We need to know what we're doing.
I'm gonna start off by one of these guys. So I'm gonna fight this dragon from the tower. That's just the safest way to go about it.
here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Sad to hear that. There we go. Can I hit it from here? I can! Oh man. It's a bit spooky to, to see it flying towards you. Man, I love the music that plays when you're fighting dragons. Okay, let's be a bit careful when it's in the air. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Bow and arrow shall make his life shallow. Epically put, Ploper. Okay. Hitting it whilst it's flying is very difficult. Okay, there's like an invisible wall here, which is very annoying. Okay, let's be a bit careful. Okay, I don't think it's aggroed onto us, so it should be fine. Let's also make sure that we actually don't, you know, fall down. That would be very bad. Oh boy. Oh boy! Let's summon another one of these. Whoa! Whoa! No! Okay, we're good. Alright, so this dragon can phase through solid objects. Alright, we're good, we're good. I might have I might have overreacted. Okay, there you are. Okay, good job there, Flamey. Yep. Okay, maybe it's down for good now. I know that after a while, the dragons yeah, gets grounded. Right, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Equip the bow with iron arrows as I'm waiting for my magic to regenerate. So my damage output is not quite the same, but this should be super fine. It would be really fun to see one of the guards getting a sing kill on the dragon. I'm not sure if that can happen, but that would be really fun. Okay, we're done. Okay, I guess we can just grab everything. Alright, our first dragon soul. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, this is not a super valuable resource for us doing this particular playthrough. I'm only ever gonna use 2 shouts, so I don't need that many souls to unlock them. Why did the dragon have a helmet with it? Good question. I'm assuming he ate a guard, and that's yeah, exactly. Maybe from a guard it had for lunch. All right, so now we have a new power that we can use instead of Voice of the Emperor. Hiya. I don't think I'm gonna use this shout like ever, unfortunately. It's the most iconic shout, the Fusruda. But it's not. I mean, there are better shouts. Let's just put it that way. The second shout that you get from the, I guess, shouting tutorial, or however you want to put it, the Whirlwind Sprint. Now that's a good shout. Tuvakin. Okay, so what you just heard or saw, you know, the screen shaking and stuff, that's the Greybeards calling to us. Calling for Duvahkin, the Dragonborn. And we will heed the call. By traveling all the way to whatever this place is called. Well, somewhere around here.
Ismet, you did it.
I did kill a dragon, yes.
Already been told you're not allowed. Turn around and go back the way you came.
Got some good people. The finest weapons and armor.
Alright, let's sell what we don't need, meaning the... the fur boots are better than hide boots, so let's keep the fur boots, but let's sell the guard stuff. Perfect.
Forget to check
Alright.
inside the shop if you need anything.
Easy fight, easy life, and we are in for a long trek, but that's fine. The journey will have a bunch of dangers on its way, especially when we start climbing the mountain, because then you're gonna fight, what is it, like spiders, maybe bears, maybe wolves, and of course the legendary, the infamous frost troll. Of course, being aware of these things beforehand is very nice. Allows you to deal with it easily, or hopefully at least.
Good. You're finally here.
Yeah.
So what happened at the watchtower? Dragonborn. So it's true. Masters. The dragon. If you heard the summons, what else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound?
By my I assign you.
was the voice of the
We are
Greybeards,
honored to have
summoning
you
you
as
to high
Thane of our.
rock.
Oh, caring too much. This is a cool axe. Unfortunately, I can't carry it. So what can we drop? Oh, I have so many available things. I don't want to drop anything. Let's have a look. Damn it. Can I just drop all the arrows? Or all the iron arrows? There we go.
Centuries, at least. Not since time accepted.
Hi Lydia, bye Lydia. No, bye Lydia.
Looking to do some hunting, eh?
If I remember correctly, Lydia is like the first follower that many players get when playing this game. And it makes sense, because it's the first follower that's basically shoved in your face when you're playing the main story. But I'm not a big fan of the Thane followers. Like both in terms of their personality and also like how they work in game. Oh yeah, these guys don't have any money left. So in terms of like their mechanics, they're just warriors, you know, which is fine. But I much prefer followers that have access to preferably spells, but if not spells, then at least like a bow or something. Well, I guess every follower has a bow, so that's probably not a good point to make. But she's like kinda, she's very similar to what is it called,
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need.
the adoring fan from Oblivion. In the sense that she just keeps referring you by your title and being like in reverence towards you, whatever, and that's kind of, I don't know, not for me. And it's not just Lydia, that's very similar, if I remember correctly at least, with all the Thane followers. Because when you get to be a Thane for a Jarl, it always comes with the ability to buy a house in the city as well as with a follower. Alright, so as I mentioned, we have a long journey ahead of us. We need to get up of this mountain right here. You mean you don't call someone by their full name every time you refer to them, right? Oh, well, true. But she just keeps going like, my Thane, what can I do for you, my Thane? And being like very, I don't know, servile. I'm not sure if that's even the right word to use. I would much prefer if she had like a cool nickname for me or something instead. Okay, maybe we can do some fishing here actually. Let's try it. Okay, so let's use our flames. And the reason why I want to do fishing is because you can get an alchemy ingredient from salmon that's very, very nice to use if you want to create expensive potions. So by fishing you... Oh, I see a red dot. Are there wolves? But I'm not killing any fishes. Why? I mean, we can see them. We can see them jumping. So I mean, they are here, right? Oh man. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure. And maybe because they're in water, that tends to not work well with fire. Yeah, you're making a good point. And maybe that's the case. But I do remember being able to use this method to get some fishes during the first episode. I'm not sure why it's not working now. Oh well. Oh, here we go.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose
That was impressive.
You didn't simply attack me.
All right. He has 1v1 that wolf. Cool. Oh, speaking of gold, now that I think about it, there will be some bandits coming up here that's gonna ask you to basically pay a fine, so to say. I might actually pay the gold, so we don't have to worry about the bandits. Oh, I can actually one-tap a wolf now, even without sneak attack. That's nice. I wish more NPCs intelligently recognize your status as you progress in the game. You can beat the game and become head of all guilds, walking into a town full of dragon scale armor, and someone will still ask you to deliver their mail for them. Brilliant AI, yeah. That is true. And that's something that I think all Elder Scrolls have struggled with. To some extent, in that the progress you're making is not okay. How do I even explain this? Like, or finish this thought? It's like it's like the progress you're making in terms of storylines is only relevant for as long as the quest line is active, so to speak. So for instance, like the progress you're making within the companions, for instance, will only be relevant to, well, the people you're interacting with during that quest for throughout, as long as the quest line is active. And as soon as you're done with the companion quest, like basically everything you've done for that quest or for that faction is basically unrecognized by the rest of the world. So for instance, when you talk to a guard and they refer to your status as a companion member, so they're asking if you're here to fetch the mead, right? Instead of you being, let's say, like the guild headmaster or whatever. I mean, a guy in dragon scale armor and with a weapon on their back is worth more than your network will typically deliver your mail very safely. I mean, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Wait, if she's attacking the deer, does that mean we can just run past without her acknowledging us? Oh, nice. Alright, we don't have to pay the bandits and we don't have to fight the bandits. Perfect. Alright, but I know that there's like a saber-toothed tiger or could it also be a bear or something on the way. So we should be keeping our wits about us. But when it comes to like RPGs with like good stories and stuff like that, they do exist. But I personally don't consider the Elder Scrolls to be among them. I mean, the lore and the setting of Elder Scroll is fantastic. I love it. I like it. But when you actually play the games, I mean, there are some storylines and some quests that are nice. But overall, I feel like the appeal of Elder Scrolls is more... Wait, what happened? What just happened? Oh, okay, we just got poisoned. You know what, let's heal up the damage real quick. There we go. So for instance, when it comes to RPGs with better stories, maybe like a game like... Oh, what is it called? The game that won the Game of the Year. Clair Obscur is probably a better game to play. I have not played that game myself, so I can't say, but I know that basically everyone loves that game. I do own it. I do intend to play it at some point, but I haven't for now. I mean, I guess I could have asked the same question to you guys. Do you prefer to play, those of you who have played Elder Scrolls games before, I guess Skyrim would be the best example, given that we're playing Skyrim right now. Do you play Skyrim or other Elder Scrolls for the lore, or is it more for like the mechanics and just the gameplay? For me personally, it's the gameplay, and that's kind of unique for Skyrim. When it comes to me at least, because I tend to be the other way around. Like, I actually tend to prioritize like characters and story. It's not that gameplay is irrelevant when it comes to RPGs and stuff, but yeah, as I said, I tend to prioritize stories and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a path that it's gonna turn to the right, unless I've passed it. There's one that... Oh no. He's wearing a black robe, which makes me think that this is a hostile character. Let's see if we can sneak past. I'm not the biggest lore buff, but it's definitely the storytelling and immersion for me. Alright, fair enough. That's A-okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, here, this is what I was looking for. Perfect. Yeah. So I have done like a lot of testing when it comes to like coming up with a strategy. So I have like a feeling of when you're gonna encounter the enemies, but I don't know. Man, that was actually great work there, Mercury, damn. But I don't know for sure, so I am being a bit careful. Now okay, where do you actually go? So you want to get to Iverstead, and we need to turn right at some point. A follow-up question for you there, Super of the Week. Which Elder Scrolls game has the best story? I'm not sure if I've actually had this encounter before with an assassin. That's cool. I have watched videos and stuff where I've seen this encounter being discussed. There we go. Oh, but we can't get its armor. Oh no. Or her armor, I should say. The Dark Brotherhood armor is actually really quite good. Damn it. You know, I have started the Dark Brotherhood questline in this playthrough, and I intend to not finish it, but like get inducted into the guild at some point. Because the armor you can get from the Dark Brotherhood is really quite good for our kind of build. Okay, and run. Run, 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 run. Oh man. And here I am saying that I'm not gonna use the Fusroda shout. You know what, I'm just gonna make sure that the flamey dies, and I'm just gonna summon another one immediately after. Unless that happens, okay. These guys do not mess around. These saber cats. They are fast, they hit hard, they are scary. Honestly, not sure. I can choose between Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim on this one. I love the stories and worlds in all three. Okay. I mean, it's alright to not... you don't have to pick a favorite. I mean, if you like them all, you like them all. That's totally fine. For me personally, when it comes to story, I probably would pick Morrowind. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say Morrowind on that one. I think it's I think it's intriguing that that the events of the past play such a big role, like in the story as it is today, so to speak. Man, now I'm in the mood for an RPG, but I don't have much space on my SSD right now. Should I replay RDR2 or try Elder Scrolls first? Okay, look. I'm gonna give you some my words of wisdom here. I have not played Red Dead Redemption 2, so I can't speak to the quality of that game. If you personally believe it's so good that it's worth replaying, then I guess you can make that decision. But I would actually... I'm not sure if I would actually recommend Skyrim as an RPG to play. Oh, that... No, maybe I do. Okay, Proper, question to you. The same question that we've been discussing here. Okay, I think I'm actually lost. No, here we go, Iverstead. Do you prefer to play RPGs for like story and characters, or do you prefer like to play for gameplay? As I said, when it comes to Skyrim, or all... Shit. Hold that thought. Okay, there we go. When it comes to Skyrim and Elder Scrolls, I prefer these games for their gameplay. And if you're similar, then I absolutely would recommend Elder Scrolls, 100%. But if you want story, and want like something that's a bit more modern, I would probably actually recommend like Baldur's Gate 3 or something. As a recent game that I have played that I truly enjoyed due to characters and story and stuff. And we did also... I like the gameplay. Okay, and then I would definitely say Elder Scrolls is a very good choice. Definitely. And that's not to say that the story is bad, right? I love the world, I love the setting, and Soup of the Week really likes the stories as well. I mean, it's not like I hate the story, not at all. But for me personally, it's the gameplay that's the drawing point, or the thing I like. Okay, so we have almost completed the first hurdle, and that is getting to Iverstead. Once we get to Iverstead, we need to do the actual climb up the mountain. And that's gonna take a second too. And not only that, we will need to do this climb multiple times during this playthrough, unfortunately. Because if we are playing survival mode, we cannot fast travel. So even when we have discovered the High Hrothgar, the place where the Greybeards are at, that's not gonna help us. I'm actually kind of surprised to hear Red Dead Redemption being referred to as an RPG. But maybe that is actually the correct genre for that game. For me it's similar to GTA, but you know, it's in let's say Western America rather than like contemporary America. But yeah, I've never really seen those games as RPGs, but yeah, maybe that's what they are. I do think Morrowind is the most original and outlandish in terms of world building. I agree, definitely, I agree. I mean, I do like in say Oblivion, all the like intrigue and stuff with the Mythic Dawn. That's really fun. And when it comes to like, when it comes to the story in Skyrim, I do really enjoy the political aspect of it all. Like how the Stormcloaks are fighting with Imperials, how the Thalmor are basically like influencing stuff from or pulling some strings at least when it comes to the war. And definitely manipulating the Empire to do what they want and stuff like that. That's really cool. Yeah, this should not be difficult. Come on, I just want to summon my bow. Come on. It's gonna die before I get to summon my bow. That's fine. I mean, Red Dead Redemption isn't like a traditional RPG, but it's a role-playing game, and that's what RPG stands for. True. Yeah, very true. Yeah, that's actually a good point there, Plupper. Like, when I think of RPGs, I tend to, like, think a lot about, like, stats. You have attributes, you have skills, you have a health point, you have experience points, stuff like that. But you are right in the sense that that is not what actually makes an RPG. Even though those things are often associated with each other, it's the role-playing aspect. You're a character in a world. All right, before we actually head up the mountain, I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna make sure to sleep until daytime, so that we have a better visibility as we're moving on up. Let's also see if we can get some nice food from this guy. Grilled chicken breast, why not? Yeah, we have a lot of money at the moment, so that should not be an issue. Perfect.
Sure thing. It's yours. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. If you're headed up to the monastery, watch your step. It's a... Let me know.
I like the fact that he kind of knew why we were here and gave us a little dialogue about it. That's kind of nice. And I am indeed heading up to the monastery. And the path is dangerous.
There's anything else you need.
Okay, we are well rested. Mercurio, please.
We don't get many visitors.
We should be warm. Warm-ish. Let's just stand next to the fire for a little while. There we go. Now we're warm. And let's eat some food, like some breakfast before we head out. We are well fed. Alright, we are prepared, body and soul, for the journey ahead. Is there a merchant somewhere, perhaps? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I'll show you where your room is. He then proceeds to take you 10 steps. So that's your room, yep. Well, he's technically correct, right? He did do the thing.
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar?
Let's actually take this guy's quest because there is no reason not to.
Trouble is, my
Dude, good appointed.
Really? Here, take this bag of some
Good, very good point. Yeah. You know, in Elder Scrolls 6, they need to animate the NPCs so that they're able to point. So, so that we won't have this issue. Oh, the game crashed. Luckily for us, we did get a autosave when we slept, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Is it starting? Yeah, there we go. Right, hopefully the autosave is not that far behind. Yeah, it's just over here. Oh, it probably crashed during the autosave, actually. Oh, no, it's not, because we did manage to get to this tablet or whatever. There we go. And it's actually worth it to read those tablets, because here we go. If you read all of them, you get some sort of like temporary buff, if I remember correctly. I don't actually know what the buff does, but you know, it's free. If it crashed during the autosave, then the autosave would have likely been corrupted. Yes. That is what I, or maybe not exactly that's what I figured, but yeah, like something with the auto-saving process is what's caused the crash. But we have played many Bethesda games during the last couple of streams, and it seems like they are just unstable by default. Or maybe it's my computer. That's also a possibility. Or it's a combination of both. Okay, so I am being a bit cautious here as I'm walking up. Alright, let's also read this tablet. Yo, Soren! Hello! Welcome! How are you doing? I noticed that you're streaming Dead Space. How are you finding that game? I remember really liking it. It wasn't super scary. I mean, I did scream at it. Oh no! Speaking of screaming, sorry. Doing okay. I'm on my lunch break. Oh, I see. Well, I'm very happy that you decided to shake. Oh, let's not be stupid here. Let's not be stupid. Okay, where is it? Okay, Mercury, you fell down. It's pretty cool. Okay, yeah. I got it all on all of the games plus a remake for like $20 on Steam. It's pretty cool. Nice. Are you planning to play through the entire series or just the first one? You know what? I'm just gonna prepare another flamey and not worry about the bow. There we go. Run. Okay. You might think that I'm overreacting with these saber cats, but I promise you, they hit hard. They hit very, very hard. Whew. Okay. I finished the first game, currently on the second. Oh, cool. I mean, I guess they impressed you enough to continue playing. So that's good. I'll be going through all of them. Nice. I personally only played the first one. It's not that I disliked it or anything. It's just... I guess that's just how it turned out. Okay, there are some wolves up ahead. I heard them howling. Also, you might be noticing that my maximum health is decreasing. And that is because... we are heading into colder territories. Okay, an ice wolf. I'm pretty sure these guys are quite dangerous as well. Not quite as dangerous as the saber cats, but dangerous enough. Okay, nice. We are making progress, and I need to remember to quick save so the game does not crash. Or rather, in case the game crashes. The game will definitely crash, regardless if we're quick saving or not. Okay, so we have another little message here. The third one, perfect. Ooh, I don't have that many hot food items or any. So let's actually pick up a torch just to be a bit warmer. We don't need to travel that far, so I don't think we're gonna die of cold, even though that's something you definitely can do. But yeah, I also want to be safe rather than sorry. Yeah, we are very cold at the moment, and it also reduces your movement speed being cold, so it's very dangerous being like out in the wilderness when it's super cold. I should probably have a gear set that's specifically designed to be warm. Like, look at this person. She is not doing this correctly. This being warm thing. Okay, so now if I remember correctly, there's gonna be a fight against the frost troll. Okay, we can't. She's built different. That's all. Yeah, maybe so. Or maybe she is just stuck in the ground because she can't get up. Like her legs are frozen to the ground. Okay, so the troll should be on the ledge somewhere, not... Wait, where is he? He should be somewhere around here. Wait, what? Wait. Where's the troll? There, I see him. And he sees us. Okay, let's be careful. Okay, let's always make sure that we have one of these guys up and about. I'm gonna equip my regular bow. Okay, he has attacking Mercury at the moment. Let's create some distance, just to be safe, because it's very likely that Mercury goes down here. We are very cold. You can even see like the screen effect, right? Everything is turning like white. Yeah, but our followers and summons are doing a great job. Yeah, there we go. Don't those firewomen in this game have a dump truck of an ass? They don't have much of an ass. They just have flames. But damn! If I remember correctly, there is like a very funny like pictures online where like someone damn, that's hot. Yes, very much so. But someone is like cosplaying as a flame atronach, and there's like a dude with like drinking a fire resistance potion. Yeah, I remember seeing a meme about it. Yeah, that's what I'm referencing as well. Okay, yeah, we are extremely cold at the moment, so we need to hurry up here. I don't remember if there's any more fights on the way. Hopefully not. You know what? I'm gonna do this as well. I'm gonna eat the vegetable soup because we'll get a buff here that restores our stamina a bit quicker, so that we can sprint more often. Because I'm starting to get a bit worried. I mean, look at my maximum health. It's going down, and as I said, like you also run slower. Okay, let's be a bit careful here. But I'm pretty sure we're close to the end. I don't remember exactly. Soren, have you played Skyrim before? I know that you have played Fallout, so you're probably familiar with like the general like Bethesda catalog. Oh man, it's super cold. I don't want to die of cold. Okay, that would be super embarrassing. Oh, here's the entrance. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna make it. Oh boy. Did we get all the tablets? I haven't kept count. Okay. Alright. Let's just drop up these supplies. Can also take that Potion of Magica. Let's see, Climax supplies. Store. Perfect. And let's head inside. A similar meme was made for the character Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, where she wants to... Let's heat up a bit, perhaps. Now we can turn off the torch. Yeah, this should be warmer. Yeah, air is warm here. Perfect. Where she says she wants to ride the main character until she sees stars, and then it switches to a guy sweating while crafting 99 fire resistance potions. I've never played this game actually. Oh really? Well, if you like Fallout 4 or Fallout in general, then maybe this could be something for you.
Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
There you go. Right, now there's gonna be like a tutorial thing. It is actually speaking of Karlach, I know that you can like if you're going down to, like the romance path with Karlach, you can like throw water at her just to cool her down. That's actually kind of funny.
Shout for us, Dragonborn. Then we may have time for questions. Do not be afraid.
Oh, okay. He wants us to shout at him. Yeah, that's fine by me, Arngir. Just give me a second for the cooldown. There we go. That's what he wanted.
I am
Okay, so now there's gonna be like the tutorial for shouting. Karlach is your favorite companion. Okay, cool. I wonder which my favorite companion is. I mean, I can be super basic and just say Astarion, but I'm not sure. She fights like a monster, but on the inside she is nothing but fluff. Yeah, I think the Karlach is very well designed in terms of her class as well. Like, she's definitely a barbarian, but yeah, but not like maybe a way that you're used to, like say with like Conan the Barbarian or whatever. She even has a teddy bear in the game. Oh yeah, like it's something you can loot in when you're in camp mode. If I remember correctly, like there's actually a different bear in every camp, so you can actually get multiple of her bears. I don't think there's any point of doing that, but you can. Alright, so we're gonna fulfill, or rather like get all the words for Fus Ro Dah here, or Unrelenting Force I think it's called. Which will be great, I guess. Even though this shout isn't like super good. Well, I have used it already, so I mean, I guess there's some points to using it. She's widely known in the BGG community as the demon muscle mommy. I mean, I guess that's a very accurate description.
Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain
And this particular dialogue you cannot skip, so we are forced here to learn about how shouts work. And this is probably a good thing for the game, right? You know, teaching the player how things work. Okay.
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Alright, I'm ready. Give me the targets.
Who's wrong?
Another target. Yeah, they're really not in a hurry, these graybeards. I mean, I guess I'm not in a hurry either.
Who's wrong?
You learn quickly. Once more.
Thank you. You teach slowly.
Who's wrong?
Very nice. Are we good? Are we good? Not in a hurry at all, yeah.
Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, dragon.
Why, thank you, Angir. That's very kind of you.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard.
Right, and the shout you get in the courtyard, that's actually a very good shout. So I'm very happy to learn this one. If nothing else, it actually saves time. One of the few issues I had with the game is the fact that regardless of what race or sex you pick for your character, when it comes to any romance scenes, you're always the submissive one. Aside from the first romance scenes with Lysel, where you can choose to take charge. You know, that I have not thought about that at all, actually. I haven't done all the romances. I think I've only done one. No, that's not true. I've done two. But yeah, I haven't actually thought about that. That's actually quite interesting.
We will now see how you learn a complete
Maybe the depths are all bottoms. Yeah, maybe.
hear the word within yourself
Oh man.
before you can project it into a thumb.
Yo, Mercury, aren't you cold?
Approach Master Borg.
Give me wood. Perfect. Now we have the whirlwind sprint. So all we need to do now is stand here and do the final test for them to show them that we know how to use the shouts, and we will get our next quest. Of course, this also means that we need to get down from the mountain, but don't worry, that's way easier than actually getting up the mountain. I was surprised and scared for my character when the second romance scene triggered. We call it was triggered. Let's just say that her fingers disappears. Interesting. I mean, these romance scenes are quite interesting because there's like full nudity and stuff. And I was actually very surprised by that when I started playing Baldur's Gate 3.
You are not retrieve, remain true to the
However, it's not like super, I guess, explicit. At least what I've seen. Okay, so now we need to retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Let me think for a second. Okay, yeah. The devs really are bottoms. They are giving the audience what they want, in a way. Or maybe just the bottoms, I don't know. Alright. Here we have a situation. And I'm actually gonna do what I consider to be a cool little trick here. So we need, first and foremost, we need to get down from High Hrothgar, and that's fine. But then we need to get all the way over here to Ustengrav. And of course you can take the carriage to Morthal perhaps. Yeah, that's probably the fastest way. But there's another thing you can do actually. To teleport all the way to here. I mean, there isn't any teleportation magic in Skyrim, but there are ways to get around fast. Alright. Alright, but now we can use wool like this in order to travel slightly faster when we get from place to place, which is gonna be fantastic. Alright, let's get warm before we actually get down the mountain. I just don't understand how a game that is supposed to cater towards multiple sexualities, other genders, doesn't have an option to have you pick whether your character is submissive or mentally aggressive with any of the companions you wish to pursue. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is something absolutely that players would probably want to change. I mean, you are an example of that, right? I guess the devs might not want to like spend time to craft like additional animation, but at the same time they can just switch the character models in the scene depending on your choice. Maybe that's gonna be a choice like going forward when it comes to crafting RPGs. So this is how you get down from the mountain. You just walk down basically, so there's no issue to get down. I'm pretty sure you can actually scale the mountain in a similar way if you're using a horse, but that's a bit cheesy. I mean, this entire series has been me using cheesy tactics, but that's a bit too much for me. Then again, these were minor issues I've had. There are plenty of other aspects about the game that I love. Sorry, I'm not a mod, so I can't ban that user. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it myself. I tried to. Give me a second. Let's see if I can do this. That happens to me a lot. Yeah, these bots are annoying. Okay, so there we go. Ban. There we go. It's been a while since I've banned anyone, so I kind of forgotten how to do it. But there we go. We figured it out. Quality over quantity here. Exactly. That's how it is. Actually, I had one friend set up some kind of autoban from his side. I don't know how he did it, but it works. Yeah, that sounds nice to deal with those. I mean, they don't come in that often, the bots, but you know, the fact that they even exist at all is of course very annoying. And here we go. And this is how you get down from High Hrothgar. Easy peasy. Now, as I said, there is actually a little trick that you can use in order to get close to the place where we actually want to go. And I'm gonna show you that trick very soon. I actually could have set up the trick in a better way though, so it's not gonna be super impressive. But you'll see. First, let's head to Whiterun. And I'm not gonna head into the city. I'm just gonna go outside and take the cart to get to Riften. To be completely honest, a woman like Karlach is 100% my type, and the perfect kind of woman I like to be involved with LOL. I mean that basically means that the romance was well designed for you then, Soren. And that's good. That's good. You know, that's just more enjoyment out of the game. The only characters I romanced in Baldur's Gate 3 were Shadowheart and Minthara. I tried to romance Astarion, but I failed in my first playthrough. Because his morals and mine were not aligned. Let's just say. Alright, so we're heading to Riften. Like we're going in the complete opposite direction right now. Mythora is a freak. She is she's interesting for sure. Okay, so we're traveling from Whiterun here to Riften, and we want to go to here, to Ustengrav. Like, what's going on? Why am I going in the complete wrong direction? And to be honest, I'm kind of messing up at the moment. I'm gonna do one thing here in Riften that I should have done during last episode that I forgot to do. So I'm kind of wasting time here. But you'll see. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. The only annoying thing is there. Now that I'm setting up this little teleportation skip, I'm gonna spend so much time so that I'm probably gonna be a bit faster to just, or it would have been just faster to run to Ustengrav immediately. But whatever. Okay, before we sleep, let's actually eat in case so that we, I don't know, don't die of starvation during sleep. Let's also make sure that we wait until daytime so we can access some merchants to sell and stuff.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
There we go, and we are still a bit hungry, so let's eat. Perfect. And let's actually buy some more food just to be safe. Where is the innkeeper? I don't think we have enough stuff to cook. I think back when I first played the game, it was still early with a lot of bugs, but they didn't have an option to have both Karlach and Mythara as companions. Oh yeah, I actually also played the game when that was the case. And you know what? I might be in the minority here, but I actually kind of like the fact that you couldn't have all the companions in your party at the same time. It made the choice of like which, let's say like path you took in the game mean a bit more. You know, the choice was a bit more impactful, I guess. Me personally, I tried to have a harem like in Fallout 4. Wait, can you romance multiple people in Fallout 4? I didn't know this actually. Alright, there we go.
Come back and see us again.
Alright, so let's do some.
You there. Please, I need but a You're the one they call Dragonborn.
I'm gonna show you. So this is an interesting situation here. These cultists, they belong to the Dragonborn DLC. So if you have the Dragonborn DLC, this guy will eventually show up. However, and they will become hostile. But there's a little trick you can do here. Let's make sure that they become hostile first. Let's save.
The city dark. It makes no sense.
Sorry for your ears.
So hungry.
But yeah, you can just use a charm effect on them, and they won't be hostile anymore. However, the charm will eventually run off, so it's probably best to prepare. Oh yeah, I got with Kate Piper and Curie, and they were all cool with it. Okay, I didn't know that. How long does the thing last? 60 seconds. I mean, I guess we have time to do what we came here to do. Yeah, during that time. So, here is the orphanage here in Riften. Here we have a very nice woman called Grell of the Kind.
And one more thing. No more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That much.
A pleasant woman, as you can tell from the dialogue.
It's Grilla. Just leave here. Leave us alone. Someone has killed Grillin.
And I really like the fact that all the children, they're like cheering and being like super happy that she's dead. So this is actually the first contract when you join the Dark Brotherhood. And they're all very happy, which is kind of funny. So I'm actually just gonna turn in this contract. And as you can see, the cultists are now hostile. But we don't really have to worry about them. Well, we do, but the voice of the Emperor just nullified their ability to ambush us. Sorry. Anywho, gotta get back to work later. Thank you so much for tuning in, Soren, discussing Fallout and Baldur's Gate. I truly appreciate it, and hopefully we're gonna have a great time at work. These cultists are not much of a challenge against the entire city of Riften. I mean, they are putting up a fight, I guess. There we go. Great work, guards. You really make me feel safer in this city. And we got a cool ass robe. I'm not sure which robe is best, the robes of conjuration or the what is it called? The cultist robes. They have the same warmth, same armor. Maybe actually the conjuration robes are better. Let's just loot everything and let's head in here to sell some things. Alright, so now we have done the contract here in Riften. We can go back to Windhelm and hand it in, and then we're gonna actually trigger a thing by doing this. And that's gonna be very helpful. But first, let's just sell. Clear up some inventory space, get some nice money. I'm gonna also make sure to check this guy's inventory to see if there's any cool weapons we can buy. You know what? I should probably turn these fire salts into hot soup. I guess it's not super important right now. But it will be, like, I'd rather be prepared for the cold weather than not, I guess.
A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men
But as I say that, I just leave the city anyways. All right, let's head to Windhelm. Let's hand in the Dark Brotherhood contract. Let's get a trigger and let's see what's happened after that. So Windhelm, yes, that's where we want to go. Perfect. We use the carriage. And here we are. And we can also equip our whirlwind sprint shout so we can travel slightly faster. I've talked about it before, but the Dark Brotherhood questline in Skyrim is a bit more disappointing than in Oblivion, and it's a very hard questline to follow. Given how good it was in Oblivion, I really liked it in Oblivion. Like many people, almost everyone liked the Dark Brotherhood questline in Oblivion. Yeah, it's a shame that it doesn't live up to how good it was in Oblivion. But it's not bad by any means. Like, the only faction questline I would say that's actively bad in this game is probably the Thieves Guild, because you never ever like feel like a thief. All right, there we go. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it's a faction. It just feel like just a generic questline, basically. Wait, what time is it? 8 PM. Okay, so I kind of messed up, actually. I should have gotten rid of more inventory stuff before I actually do this. That's kind of my bad. It's not gonna matter. It's just gonna be that we're not gonna be able to
Drink for the thirsty,
to
food
loot
for the
as much
hungry.
going forward. It is what it is. And yeah, I want all of these things. Alright, so
Mind
let's
you
sleep.
don't. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Mind you don't.
And now, if everything has worked out correctly, now the magic should happen. Let's see. Okay, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Have I been hyping up this thing for nothing? Why is that guy watching you sleep? He's my bodyguard.
Name's new.
Alright, so I am obviously doing something wrong here.
I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
I mean, I guess we have an opportunity now to sell. But why isn't it working? So, in theory, when you get to this part of the quest line, you get teleported when you sleep. In the Dark Brotherhood quest line, that is. That doesn't seem to be happening at the moment, and I'm not sure why. Ooh. I think I want this. I got it. It's mine. Alright, at least we got something out of this guy. I'll sell the dwarven bow. And that's all we can sell, basically. And some pelts, cool. Does anyone know how to join the Dark Brotherhood? Because I thought I knew, but apparently I don't. I was convinced that you only had to sleep after doing that.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
Huh.
Until next time.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits too.
Or do you need to like wait until you get... I'm gonna try again. No, it doesn't work. Oh man, what okay, I'm missing something. Oh, definitely.
Divine smile. I am an apprentice.
Does anyone know how to join the Dark Brotherhood? Because right now I'm completely lost. I've done the quest to kill Grell of the Kind. And I have slept. And I'm not being kidnapped. And for... as weird as it sounds, I really want to get kidnapped.
Food for the hungry.
Does like the bed you sleep in matter, perhaps?
Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
I'm trying to think, like what can I do? And in the meantime, I'm just gonna real quick cook some food. By stealing. That's how I roll. I steal. So I do want to craft hot food. Yeah, hot cabbage soup or whatever, just to have. And there aren't more cabbages. Apparently not.
Every night, I walk around the
What's
Grey
happening?
Court and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
Currently clear my SSD of junk. Alright, it sounds like you're about to install an RPG. Will it be Elder Scrolls or will it be something else?
She was such a helpful young lass.
But yeah, I kind of need to figure this out. Maybe you need to like wait for a day before they start chasing you. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try that. Let's just sleep for 24 hours and let's see what happens. Mayhaps both. Ah, there we go. Also, can you die from starvation by just like sleeping for an entire day? I assume not, because that sounds stupid. Yeah, this is not working. I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Yeah, we are famished. That makes sense. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end the stream right here, and I'm gonna figure out how to actually join the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, between episodes. But the stream will continue tomorrow. Not starting at 6 p.m. It's gonna start a bit later tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure when. Like, I'm gonna like guess around 6:30 p.m. or something along those lines. I'll write in Discord if you want to get a heads up. If not, drop a follow and you'll get a notification when I go live. And yeah, we're gonna continue on. From here, I'm gonna figure out how to join the Dark Brotherhood. It's important. Well, not super important, but I definitely want to do it. And it should be doable. I think you just need to kill the mean lady in the orphanage. Yeah, I thought that too, but I've actually killed her. And I've even gone back to the kid that gave you the quest, and that didn't work. So yeah, I'm gonna do some research to figure out if I'm doing something wrong. But until then, thank you everyone for joining today in chat. It's been great, it's been good. We made some progress with the main story. A lot of walking today, but that's part of the journey when you're playing on survival mode. Next time, ideally, we're gonna fairly quickly get to the next dungeon and do that as well. And yeah, we are making progress. I think we're like maybe a third of the way there or something, maybe a quarter. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna guess. See you next time, and yeah, see you next on Soup of the Week. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome. Thank you, Ploper. Thank you, Soren. Thank you, High Locust. Thank you, everyone. It's been great. It's been chill, just like all times. Yes, indeed. See ya, Seven. Yeah, see ya, Ploper. It's been great having you and seeing you again. So wherever you are in the world, hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're doing great. Hopefully you're having a good time. And hopefully we together can have a good time going forward with some more video games, with some more Skyrim. But until then, see it out. Can I end the stream? No.